So I'm a full-time wholesaler, and I'm here to tell you guys or talk to you guys about my week wholesaling real estate in review. So we'll go through and talk about how my week started, how it went, um, what deals I was working on this week, different things that just happened throughout the week, man. Wholesaling has its up and downs like everything else. Um, and man, it get crazy sometimes, man. So just wanted to come here, talk to y'all about this week, man. Ali coming through. What's up, man? Shout out to my people coming through on YouTube. Shout out to my people coming through on IG. I appreciate y'all, man. And man, it feel like good old days, man. Got my OGs coming through. Y'all go ahead and like the video if you're watching this on review. I appreciate you watching this. Comment below. Let me know how your week went. Let me know how you like the video, stuff like that. But shoot, man, let's jump right into it, man. This week, really, man, really been focused on lately, like focusing on how many people I can touch and focusing on making sure I'm reaching out to people that I know, letting them know I'm looking to purchase properties, where I'm trying to purchase it, and really get targeting. Like I talked to Cordero. I mean, I talk to Cordero a lot, but just trying to get the people that I know to be looking for me, right? To be looking out for me, you know what I'm saying? To be looking for properties where people might be interested in selling. And I got a couple of good hot leads from people from just going out talking to people, my family, friends, saying, "Hey, look, trying to buy in this area, trying to buy this type of property," and they just going out looking, man. You know what I'm saying? It's people that's running into people, calling people by mistake and still talking to them and giving me over the information. So really was focused this week on, okay, how many people are we actually hitting? How many people are we actually contacting? And that's calling and that's texting. So I was really working with my VAs to let me know, okay, how many people are you talking to, actually having conversations with every day, right? And then on texting, how many people are we texting every single day? And most of my texting is a lot of follow-ups because we're seeing a higher connection rate. Shout out to Fred, man, on IG. What's up? What's up? Mel Dre on IG, coming through, some of the OGs. But yeah, man, like our connection rate with text and follow-ups is better than our connection rate with text and new leads. So we was hitting a lot of follow-ups. I actually had a closing today, right? It was an assignment, man. You know, when you do the assignments, you ain't got to go to close it. So it just closes and it's like, it just closed. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really, you know, you didn't really do anything to make, to be involved in closing. You didn't have to show up to the closing. So it's like, it's no big deal to you. So I had a closing today. I have another closing, not next. I don't have a closing next week. It's the week after next. So I had a closing last week. So I had like 3 closings this month, man. But like I said, it's like I may have a couple of wholesale deals, but I also may have a flip. You know what I'm saying? Also got another deal that we've been working on. This guy, man, he been, cutting up and acting crazy. We finally kind of got a little bit closer to putting that deal under contract. Um, and like the dude wanted, like we sent him a contract. He's like, "Hey, I want a couple of things changed in the contract. I want my lawyer to, send you an addendum. We can add some stuff to the contract." I'm like, "Okay, go ahead. Send us an addendum." This dude sent us an addendum, like a 2-page addendum, which basically is a rewrite of a complete contract that he then went and paid an attorney to write up the same stuff that we already had, which is crazy. So that guy, we've been working with him for a minute. And what happened is, like, he wanted a price. We couldn't get him at that price. And then he was willing to come down. But by the time he was ready to go, our buyer will want to come down any further. So now we think we got him at a price that will work. Um, But he has like stipulations, man. He only wanted to see the property one time. He don't want us to be coming in now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, we got to send the buyer that we know for sure is going to be able to close this deal. So I think, like, I think that's a deal that we're going to be able to get done. But man, it's rough. When you're working with people that's trying to be difficult like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want many people coming in and out of property, da 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 da. And he was just talking crazy, man, saying we can only send one person. Somebody come over there talking crazy, he gonna do this and that and this, that, and the third. It's like, dude, come on, man. And the whole time this dude is a dentist, right? Talking foolishness. So, but man, my guy Cordero, man, who's been working on that too, man, he handling that thing like a straight professional, man. You know what I'm saying? So we still good on that. And then just a couple of like the flip that I've been working on, man, just still negotiating with the buyer, trying to make sure that we can get that to closing. And then the flip I'm doing in Fitzgerald, my hometown, um, man, we had some crazy stuff going on. Like I said, to regrade the front yard. Um, but it's in bad shape, man. That property, like, dude, the transformation is gonna be crazy, man. When you look at the beginning to the end of that, that's gonna be a crazy deal. But we really got back to texting this week was a big thing too. Working with launch control, trying to really get back to texting. So we got back to texting this week, and we, hit a lot of leads. Once we got back to texting, we saw more leads coming through, but it's mainly all on the follow up though. You know what I'm saying? It was the follow up, the follow up, the follow up. And that's the thing, man. Most times your deals are gonna come on a follow up. Now you got to keep getting deals in. Leads to come in, but most of your actual deals are gonna be on the follow up, the follow up, the follow up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you don't get that person to sell right now. You don't get that person locked in right now. You gotta know that you just gotta keep calling, keep checking in, keep hitting the person up. You know what I'm saying? Keep reaching out, reaching out, reaching out, because it just takes time, man. You gotta, it's like cooking these deals. Like you gotta stir it up, man. You can't rush it like Mama used to say back in the day. But you go to, Mama, the food ready yet? No, the food ain't ready. Go take a bath. When you done, the food will be ready. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you gotta go, man. You gotta go. You just gotta keep coming back, chick. Keep coming back, chick. Keep coming back, chick. You know what I'm saying? To see if they ready. See if, hey, are you ready? Yeah, hey, are you ready? Hey, are you ready? No, it's not ready, man. It's like you gotta keep following up, following up, following up, following up. You just gotta keep following up with people, man. That's the way this business works, man. And the thing is, it's like, like I remember one deal I followed with a dude for almost a year, right? Just to get the property closed, but it was a 60K deal, a year of following up. But it was only one deal, that was 60K. It's crazy. So what's going on? Jamie Buck, man, our OG said, what's going on with God? What's the biggest challenge you've been having to overcome in this business, and what are some things you're trying to do this year to grow even more and get better? So some of the things, man, challenges I had to overcome is really adjusting to the market, right? So like when I started, the market was one way. You know what I'm saying? It's one way, one way, one way. But when you got to change directions, you know what I'm saying? When your market change and you got to change directions, you know what I'm saying? Buyers lead the market, not as many sellers selling. It's like, okay, what do I do now? You know what I'm saying? How do I make an adjustment? Um, and that was big for me, man, trying to figure out how do I make this adjustment when the market ain't the same as what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? The market not the same. So it's like, okay, how do I make that adjustment when the market is not the same? Um, that was a challenge, right? That was a big challenge. Um, but I could say that, you know, I was able to make an adjustment and still be good. You know what I'm saying? I was able to make an adjustment and still be good. And the adjustments that I made was just more word of mouth stuff, making sure I'm reaching out to people, doing more flips, really, building more relationships with different people, stuff like that, and bringing people in on a team that was good people that can help me grind through this. And that's the thing, man. When you have other people who's in this business, everybody trying to eat. You know what I'm saying? Um, and when you connected with good people, they ain't thinking I'm the only one that trying to eat and I'm gonna step on everybody else. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody trying to help each other. So mainly a collaborative effort, man. I help you and you help me. You know what I'm saying? I bring you deals. You know what I'm saying? You help me get the things that I need to do deals. So, like, those are some of the things that I had to learn. Um, and some of the hardest things is just making an adjustment with this market shift, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people get squashed with the market shift. A lot of people ain't gonna make it through the market shift. And I mean, it's still a challenge right now to see who can make it. And I'm still trying to make it myself. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big thing. But I would say, like, if you're talking about going into this year, what I can do going into this year to try to level up, to try to do better. Um, I would have to say, man, if I'm being honest, like going into this year, I'm looking to flip more properties, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at how many flips I can do. Yeah, wholesale deals is good. I'm trying to wholesale. I'm trying to wholesale. I'm trying to wholesale. But man, I got to get my hands on more flips. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people may think, man, this market is crazy. Why would you want to do flips? It's because it's like, man, you just got to buy them at the right price. You know what I'm saying? You got to buy them at the right price. You got to know what you're looking for. It's like, I know what I'm looking for. I buy it at the right price. I'm working with great people that know how to execute on these flips. And when you have a team that know how to get it done, you have confidence. You know what I'm saying? Gives you confidence in what you're doing. And that's big. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's like getting that confidence of, okay, if I get a flip, I know that I could pull it off. You know what I'm saying? It's because of the people. You know what I'm saying? Because of the people that I'm dealing with, because of the people that's on my team that I'm working with, I know we can pull that off. So you're talking about what am I looking to do this year to get even better? I'm looking to flip more properties. That's why I'm like, hey, look, if y'all got any properties in Georgia, almost anywhere, send them to me, man. I want to check it out. I want to see, if it fit what I'm trying to do. Um, and man, I'm like I said, I'm trying to wholesale. I'm trying to flip more properties, even more properties than what I'm trying to wholesale. It's like the properties, like I used to want to wholesale all my properties. It's like, dude, you can go back and look at videos. It's like I used to be like, man, I do not want to flip any properties. I don't want to flip. I don't want to flip. Um, but then it was like, man, uh, y'all hear that cranking up back there, man? I was gonna say that's my Ferrari, but nah, that ain't mine. But but now, man, it's like uh, now I'm like, man, I want to flip more than I want to wholesale. So I'm like, dude, I want y'all to bring me some properties so I can see, see if I want to buy them. Like I'm buying properties cash, I can close fast. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to flip more properties. So that's what I'm trying to do better this year. I'm also trying to build more of a brand, right? I think that's one thing I'm trying to do to brand myself so people know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? They know I'm trying to buy, I'm trying to flip, I'm trying to, you know, rehab, that kind of stuff. So trying to do more of that. Not that I'm not wholesaling, you know what I'm saying? I still want to wholesale. I still want to make sure that I'm, doing that and stuff like that. But I'm really embracing the flip. You know what I'm saying? Really embracing the flip, man. So that's a big thing for me when you talk about what I'm trying to do heading into this year. So But man, y'all tell me, man, what y'all trying to do heading into this year. We've been on this thing 15 minutes. I usually stay like 30. But I want to answer y'all questions, man. I want to be here, answer y'all questions of what y'all got. You know what I'm saying? So I want to answer y'all questions. I want to see what y'all got for me. I kind of just broke down kind of the stuff I've been dealing with this week. Um, things I'm looking to do this year, which really is flip more properties, and brand myself better. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to do these lives like every night, connect with my OGs, connect with new subscribers to the channel, man. And I still got, I think, 290 something to. I still need more subscribers on YouTube to get to 3,000. You know, me and we still trying to get to 3,000, man. So make sure you liking the videos, man. Make sure you sharing it with all the people that you know. And if you ain't on YouTube, man, go to YouTube, subscribe to REI Next Door, man, so we can get to this 3,000 subscribers. But yeah, man. So that's what I'm trying to do. Jane Buck said, you've been thinking about flipping and holding as well. I have not been thinking about holding. What I have been thinking about though is large multifamily. You know what I'm saying? Over 5 units. Like I want to do stuff that's over 5 units. I don't want to do stuff that's less than 5 units. I'm on that like Grant Cardone type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Whereas like he want commercial, he want stuff that he can push the value up. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to push the value up on properties that's not above 5 units because if properties are below 5 units, it's only going to be as valuable as other properties that are selling that's similar to that property. But when you go above 5 units, that's when you could just push up the rents and push up the value. You know what I'm saying? You could force appreciation a lot better, right? It's all about the numbers. It's all about what that bottom line looking like. You know what I'm saying? You can come in and do a number of things that can impact that bottom line. If you impact the income, then the value is going to automatically get pushed up and it won't be limited by, okay, we got to compare your property to somebody else's property that's sold, right? So, like, that's my thing. So, Ali said, are you doing any creative financing deals? No. But what I need to do is creative financing deals on the multifamily. So, like, that's another thing that I really do need to do this year is get more into wholesaling commercial, right? Flip man been, trying to get a lot of people to wholesale commercial units with him because he's like, man, y'all bring me deals, we can wholesale and make money together. But I'm trying to get into wholesaling commercial deals because I want to buy. You know what I'm saying? I want to buy large multifamily deals, right? Um, I just feel like I can do it. I feel like I know enough people that would be interested in that type of stuff to be able to get a deal off the ground. So that's what I want to do, man. I want to do large multifamily. Uh, on IG, King NYC says, should I go straight to flipping or start with wholesaling? Man, it just all depends, man. I would say I would start wholesaling, man. To be honest, man, we got Cordero 615 up in this thing, man. Cordero got to come up in here, man. I'm about to call this dude, man. And Cordero, I don't know what he been doing, man. Cordero, we finna call Cordero, get him on the ones and twos. Said we can get Cordero up in here. See what Cordero tell me, man. Cordero the cleaner, man. What's going on?
I ain't trying to get it, man.
Rolling around the hills of Tennessee.
Yes, sir. Trying to avoid this blizzard.
You on the REI Next Door show, man.
I'm on the REI Next Door show.
Yeah. What's up, man? Nah, I saw you had checked in on IG. I was like, man, let me call Cordero, man. The streets call him.
Yeah, man. Popped in. What's the topic for tonight? I just popped in because it came up real quick. Like,
Yeah, man. Nah, I was just talking about the weekend review, and just answering questions, man. So we ain't doing much, man. Hanging out with the OGs and just answering people questions and talking about what happened this week. Had a closing today. Had a closing today on this property, actually, which is crazy. It's the one where Laura talked that guy down from like 160 to 140 or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a little good deal, man. Because I ended up wholesaling for 145. So, but it was an assignment, so you know.
Yeah.
But but yeah, man. So just talking
Man,
about deals stuff like that.
we're trying to get Gittleman under contract.
Dude, we need to get them in under contract.
Years, but we will see how that's gonna go.
What?
How long we've been working on?
Man, a minute. What did he say? What Gentleman say?
I talked to him today. I called. He hasn't been able to answer, but usually he, he's wrapping up today, so he'll probably be like, it'll probably be like. He called me on Saturday a lot. Like we talked on Saturday because he got his dentist practice and all that stuff. So.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to answer today, but I'll probably see. I know we got the contract out. I know he looked at it. I know, all of that. So we're gonna see.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, did Laura send you somebody that's talking about they wanted to meet at their house at like 6 a.m. or something like that?
Yeah, man. That was, and the name sounded so familiar. I was like, I called him, but he was playing. Just come out to the property. Just come out to the property. I was like, yeah, you don't want to ask any questions. Like, you don't want to know anything about us. Like, before we said Milwaukee, I just want to say Milwaukee. I said, okay. So I was like, he playing. I'm just gonna keep, hitting him with these questions to see what he's talking about. And come to find out, like I was thinking, he ain't serious. He said, okay, I sold the property in 2020. So he sold it. But I remember he's done me like that before. I think we got him on cold call. And he did me like that before.
Yeah.
He kept saying, well, let's go walk it. Just come out and walk it. So. But I called him.
Yeah, he ain't got nothing but time, I guess.
Man, you playing. You wasting time.
Hey, what happened with your guy, Warren Cummings or something like that?
Yeah.
Because we was doing follow-up texts and he came back up. I was telling Laura, I was like, hey, I think Cordero already working with this guy. Whatever happened to him?
Me and Laura was talking about him. Last I got the best offer. Well, I don't know about the best offer, but Mickey got an offer for $195 for Wedgwood, and I couldn't get him to go down below 200. Laura said she called him. He started at 260, and she got him down to 240. Like, now, last time he started at 240, and I think I got him down to like 220 or something like that. He just was like, I keep all to think about him, and so I couldn't get him below 200. And so I was just basically he's just somebody we need to keep following up on.
Yeah.
His current wife, is a real estate agent.
Yeah.
But he owned this property with his ex-wife. His ex-wife don't got nothing to do with it anymore, or ex-relationship or something like that. They don't got nothing to do with it, so it's just his. But he want to sell it where his current wife don't got nothing to do with it. Like he was just like, man, I can always list it with her and get this price, but I would rather her not. Basically, he want to sell it and have his own money and not have his.
That's a bad way to get things going with your new wife.
That's a terrible way. I see why it's the second wife.
Exactly. He gonna be on the third one trying to go doing stuff like this, man. This dude wild, man.
I understand why people like that. Like, bro, don't even like. You need to work on you. Like, if you in a relationship where you're trying to make like what?
Yeah,
Ain't you supposed to be one?
you supposed to be one. I think that's what they say.
The government gonna treat you like one.
The government
Your
ain't gonna
finance,
treat you like one.
he trying to what are you gonna do? Like you know what I mean? So I don't know.
Oh,
I ain't the one to judge. I ain't been married, but that was the kind of case with him. I just couldn't get him down below 200. So I was telling Laura I could follow up with him, just keep calling him and just see where he's at.
yeah, for
But
sure.
when he said 260, nah, he's not really. He told me, I know I'm not really gonna get 240 for it. I'm like, yeah, you know that. So he's not at 240 for real. That's just what he was telling Laura today.
Yeah, I got like you said, just gotta keep talking and joking. But hey, whatever happened to those people that actually was talking about getting a divorce or something? They might, man. Sometimes people be talking about getting a divorce if they fresh, they be ending up back together, man.
Are you talking about those like Hispanic couple, or they from the islands or something like that?
Nah. I don't know if they're from the islands or not. But remember the lady was talking about she didn't want to sell, but the dude did want to sell. And...
Yeah, they was from some type of island. They was
Oh,
like
okay.
from Haiti. It was Haitian.
Oh, okay.
It was the dude, and basically you called it where she was just like she didn't want to sell because she thought she wasn't gonna get none of the money. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were some Haitian people, but I tried to call her back. I just haven't been able to get a hold of them. And
Yeah.
the holidays came up, but I mean
Yeah, ain't no telling, man.
Hit the round again.
Yeah, hey, I'm telling you, man. Sometimes people, she been ended up back over there in the house. They back together.
They back together, man. Came over on Thanksgiving and Christmas, playing
Exactly.
weather.
Exactly, man. Man, that dude they ended up back together, man. Crazy. I'm telling you, man. Like, shoot, you talking about getting a divorce list, man? You need to get. I'm telling you, we need to get the married list.
You said we need to get what?
You need to get a married list. It's like, okay, people who own a house that's married.
No, I guess.
What do they say? 55% divorce rate. So 55% of them probably gonna end up your list gonna turn to a divorce list.
That's crazy. I think it needs to also be like an age. Well, it ain't even about an age range. Folks mess around, get married 50 years, get divorced when they're 80.
Yeah.
Some stuff that happened 30 years ago.
Exactly, dude. Crazy, man. Crazy. So
that might be, but regardless, I'm telling you, the thing that need to get done is people who need to sell.
That's
because
right.
it ain't even really about like we could just keep doing this follow up thing, like for example, Robert Gittleman, and that's what's going to get done. I mean, we're not going to say we're going to keep hitting people until they're ready, but what's the like? It takes 6 months to follow up before you're ready. If it's somebody with some level of urgency, then from the time we hit them the first time, it just shortens that turnaround time.
Yeah, for sure, man. So, man, I don't know. I'm like, shoot, I'm finna. I think I'm gonna try that pay per lead for real. But I used to get these probate lists, man, and they online. So I'm like going back to that, trying to get my VAs to create these probate lists like I used to do because they online, and then skip trace the people, and then call them up.
Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with that. I don't think. And I was thinking about doing that same thing with pre-foreclosure, or just it doesn't matter. Do it all of those pain points, tax lien. Just figure out how to look them up online, and then get the VA to do it, and then wow.
Yeah, sure.
And I want to do that, that Facebook, but like Keith talked about, he said he was $10 a day or something like that.
$10 a day. In reality, man, I mean, probably could. I mean, I don't know. I probably could go back into that Facebook thing, and you probably won't want to use what they got. That you know.
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, maybe we do want to use what they got. It's not what they was, just how they was doing it.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure basically what you're saying is they got it's already a foundation that's built off of,
Yeah. You
and
spend
there's
$10 there.
probably some data that they got there that'll help.
Oh, somebody said, "What do you find probate lists in Clayton County, Georgia?" Shoot, man, I don't know if Clayton County is on there, but if you look up probate records GA, there's like a link. Uh, probate records GA. There's the first link is right there. You go to estates. My bad.
Clayco.
Clayco over there with what's your girl? Lotto, something like that. Yeah. Brandon, who that is rapping down that Lotto, I think it is, or something like that. Yeah, Clayco.
I know. I heard Lil Baby said that.
Yeah, Lil Baby said it in the song too. He on the way to Clayco.
I'm gonna play Clayco. Clayco.
Boy, Clay, hey, boy, Clay gotta get rough up in that thing. Boy, I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you,
You
hey,
know.
hey, don't try, hey, but yeah, man, you can at least look up. They don't have the death records, but you can look up the estate records. Um,
And then
I think that's what you
another
want,
thing,
anyways. So
I was gonna ask you this too, Byron. I mean, another way always that I've had, like, it depends. That's one thing that's important. It really depends on the county. Like some counties, this stuff is it's not easy, but it's kind of accessible online.
yeah.
But
This is
if you go up there to the courthouse, they'll
they gonna open them books for you.
they go
But
open the book. And I done had, like, for example, in Murfreesboro, which is Rutherford County, as opposed to which is south of Nashville. Nashville is Davidson County. Murfreesboro is Rutherford County. You go to the courthouse in Murfreesboro, they got these big two flat screen TVs in there where the clerk, you say, hey, I'm looking for this. She'll type it on her computer and she'll pull it up on the screen TV. I'm like, what name was you looking for? Oh, here's their number. Here's
yeah. They might have some phone numbers on here. But on here, I just clicked there, went to Georgia Probate, GeorgiaProbateRecords.com. You can pull up Clayton County Estate, and the people who actually filed for probate are on here. It has all the relationships to the person, and it has the administrator of the estate labeled. And I would just have my VAs really get the name of the person that's the administrator. Like if you have administrator of the estate, I have them skip trace the person who passed away and the administrator. I'll put them on a list, and then I skip trace them. So it doesn't have the phone number, and Cordero spot on. Like you better off going down there to the probate court. But they do have all the records right here online. You can go to Georgia Probate Records and then go to estate, and then you want to look up people based on when they filed. Now you could look up people based on when they deceased now, because maybe they hadn't found the record yet. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you can catch them. A lot of times you want to catch people before they even go to file the probate stuff. Because a lot of times the people who need to sell the most, they ain't filed yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but with probate, they do gotta let me know. They do gotta go through like it's a process where you can't even close on the house for like a year until probate is over or something.
No. Probate it can go as fast as, like, I just did a little probate thing. Dude, it only took like 2 months maybe.
Yeah.
Where before I was dealing with a different attorney, they were taking a year. So it really depends on your attorney. You gotta, push them. You knowing a little bit about what you're doing helps out a lot. So there's a couple of different ways to get through it. Long as somebody is named the administrator of the estate and everybody else is willing to sign, then you can move forward. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to get all the way through the probate process. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So somebody can be sworn in as the administrator. Boom, you ready to go? Close it up. Be done. You know. So I think that, and then the county kind of matters too because I was in a smaller county when I did that real quick. So uh, the attorney more than likely knew the judge. So it's like, I'm calling up Cordero like, hey, Cordero, man, I got this, go ahead and swear this guy in. Hey, can you swear this guy in next week? I'm calling you up. We whole boys out there, bug.
Yeah. And then some more like general knowledge with about just pulling these direct lists, not specifically targeted to probate or foreclosure, but just something for people to keep in mind is that one, what I was saying is the county really does matter in so many factors because if I go Rutherford County, they give it to you on a silver platter. But if I go up here in Nashville, you might have to pull up a book. And they might say, okay, go downstairs to this library and make a left right here and look up these names. And, they might make it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
Whatever list you're looking for. But keep this in mind. The more difficult it is for you to get the list, the more difficult it is for everyone to get the list.
Yep.
So therefore, the least amount of people, I know we've all hit up some people that are like, man, 10 people call me every day. The more difficult it is for you to get a hold of that list, the less times you're going to hear that. So therefore, everything that you do is going to be fresh to that person.
Yeah.
So it's worth taking that extra time.
Yeah.
It's just like laying the foundation on a house. It's like if you take extra time to dig a deep enough hole, lay enough cement and everything, make sure you got the studs in there, then when you start building on your house, you're secure. And same thing with this. Is if you take that extra time to find this list that not a lot of people got, when you start marketing, your return on that investment is going to be real high. You know what I'm saying? So that's something to keep in mind when it comes to all probate, tax liens, delinquent, divorce, the list goes on.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's spot on, man. Because I remember having to go down to the courthouse. Well, before I figured out this list was online, I would go down to the courthouse to get probate records. And then I figured out this was online. I used to go to the magistrate court, get eviction records, stuff like that, and call people. And it wasn't people saying that they've been called a million times, like you said, for sure. But I think, and that site, somebody said, could you repeat that site? It's GeorgiaProbateRecords.com. And it's every county in Georgia is not on here, but there's certain counties in Georgia, and Clayton County is one of those counties. The counties I like are pretty much on here. So yeah, man, I think I'm gonna get these lists and try to see if I can find something. But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna try probate, man, and I was gonna try to see if I can get some those pre-foreclosure lists because I know people out there struggling. you know people out there hurt.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
Gas too high, food too high. You know what I'm saying? People struggling.
Boy, and it's getting crazy, and I think it's just, obviously for different classes of people, they feeling it, in different levels of severity. They feeling it different.
Yeah.
Like if you working at McDonald's, you might be feeling it, but I don't know. It depends. But if you work in like lower middle class, you probably really feel it.
Yeah.
And all it takes is the wind to blow in the wrong direction one time.
You are stupid, man. You are stupid, man.
I'm telling you.
Come on, the wind to blow in the wrong direction.
I'm telling you, I'm just saying, like, when
You wow, man.
What I mean by that is, it's like one thing could really knock a person off their feet, but in this economy, when you got all like inflation is high, interest rates is high,
gas is high, food is high.
It's like everything.
Everybody want to get paid more for everything.
When all of that shifts, and that's intentional though. That's what the I don't want to say the government, but maybe the government. That's what they want to do. And you talked about this before. It's like they really want to collapse the economy so that way they have a reason to stimulate and bring the interest rates back down.
Yeah.
So they're trying to make it to where people are holding on by a thread and people is gonna fall. And your natural instinct is to keep standing on your feet. I'm telling you, they're intentionally putting all this pressure so that the economy can come, chill out. Y'all doing too good. Y'all having too much fun, spending too much money. We need to tighten this up so we can get back, And so people are feeling it different. There's some people is already feeling it to where they're like, man, I'm telling you, the gas, honestly, man, in Tennessee, the gas is pretty low here.
Yeah.
The gas is only a couple dollars. But I keep thinking, man, if they raise that gas up, man, some people, that's going to be that's But some people, man, that's going to win.
The wind blow the wrong direction. Come on.
I'm telling you, man, you go, and now, you get some eggs and bread, that's $200.
Man, eggs and bread is out of control, man. Eggs and bread.
Now I got to pay another $200 just to get to the store?
Man, hey, I'm at the point, man, if something ain't on sale, I ain't even buying it, man. We eating whatever on sale out of this mug, man.
Hey. The grocery store determine what our diet
goes. Exactly, dude. The grocery store determine. Man, if this thing half off, we gotta have it.
It's crazy, I'm telling you, dude. And so people is definitely, I think foreclosures is like, it's from what I hear, but I think also that's good because that means a lot of transactions are going to happen. And I've been talking to a lot of, like I talked to this one dude who's a real man. He's a real 30-year professional in the business, but also my favorite people, I think if you're going to get in this business, you naturally network. Some of the best people to talk to that got like their ear to the street is investors who they invest part-time, but their day job is like they work at a bank.
Yeah.
Or they're a lender, or they got some sort of experience working as a lender, whether it's hard money, whether it's the original traditional bank or mortgage company. They just got more understanding of what direction the market is going at any given time.
Yeah.
And I was talking to this one dude. He said a lot of stuff, but he was telling me how he thinks 2024 is going to be the year where things kind of like, it's not up and down no more. It's not in this direction or that direction. Things is kind of like a level off, steady.
Yeah.
Level. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a little bit more level. And I think what that means is for the investor, there will be a little bit. I think that means that finally the seller is gonna have to wake up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's what we've been experiencing in 2023. Is that the investors been seeing it. The sellers are still like, well, in this economy, my house is worth this much. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to remind them on the phone, like, you don't know what's going on out here.
Yeah.
But I think in 2024, they don't know.
Say it's blood in these streets.
Man, it's blood in the streets. I think it's going to be a lot more. I don't know. You know, I'm not the expert on the matter, but I think it'll be a lot more deals out there as long as you're looking for them and just staying consistent.
Yeah, for sure, man. I think you're spot on, man. I think you've been spot on with a lot of stuff. So, yeah, I think you're spot on, man. So. But yeah, man, I went trying to get you hemmed up, man. I was like, shoot, let me call Cordero, man. I'm about to jump off this thing though, for real though. I think it was one other question I wanted to answer right here. He said, "Have you ever tried direct mail marketing? If so, how many did you send, and what was the response?" I'm not. I actually was writing up mail and never sent it. Like when I was first trying to get started. But I've never done direct mail. Have you done direct mail?
No, I haven't done direct mail. I also did do a crazy story. I also was handwriting letters at the kitchen table when I first got started. But I went driving around and putting it in a mailbox.
Oh man,
which I'm pretty sure is illegal to do that. But I was definitely doing that. I don't recommend, but
you were better off taking it to their door, not messing with their mailbox.
I just put it right off in their mailbox. You know, look like I sent it. You know what I mean? I think like, how did you get here with no postcard on it or
no stamp
on it? How did you with no stamp? But you know, do what you got to do. But I think mailers, I think mailers is like cold call. It's one of those consistent things that in the past few years we got so many advancements, text blast to RVM to so many crazy things. That's a consistent thing. They've been doing mailers since like the 80s. Since before that, you know what I mean? Like that's one of the good ones. The thing is, it's a little bit more expensive. It is a little bit more expensive because I think it's like $1 something per mailer, and you got to send out several thousands of them. But it's consistent though.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. So.
And the other thing about it is, it's inbound. So you better be ready. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you got them calling to, you better be ready to get them. You better be ready to answer the phone.
That's crazy. Folks don't be answering their phone.
Hey, man, you be surprised.
I was trying to call the HVAC dude because one of my investors was trying to sell a property, and they needed him to come out there and look. They said they'll pay him for it. I said, all right. I tried to call him. He didn't answer his phone. I'm like, I'm literally calling him. He don't got to install it.
To give him money.
All he got to do is go out there and look and tell them whether or not they have what they need. Just look. And that's money. And he didn't answer the phone.
Dude, how many agents we called to try to get them to list the property in Clarksville? It's like, dude, we trying to give it away. Look, dude, we handing you a listing.
Sometimes I just see them little bandit signs or numbers, and I'll just call them. Like, even something silly, like we buy junk cars. I don't know if y'all got them in Georgia, but we got a lot of them in Tennessee. And I just call it just to test it out. And sure enough, you've reached the voicemail of Steve Smith.
Yeah.
You called. I'm like, what? You took all the time and risk to put these up out here.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. So I'm telling you, man. That is beyond spot on. When you start doing anything that you do, man, you just want to make sure you're able to answer that phone as much as possible.
Phone, whatever you do, answer. Brandon said, do you still use text? Yeah, I still text. Now we're doing like follow-up text, because like I was saying earlier, follow-up text actually get to the person at a way higher rate than initial text these days. You know what I'm saying? Because of what's going on with the carriers and all the other crazy stuff. But man, we sending out 2,000 a day because we text so many people over time. It's like we got so many people that we can go back and follow up on. That's like we can send 2,000 a day. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we've been doing. But yeah, man. But shoot, man, we about to get out of this thing. Appreciate y'all coming through, man. Like the video. If you got questions, go ahead and ask them real quick. Comment below. If you're watching this on the replay, man, this is a special one. We got Cordero in the building for the first time in 2024. Dropping some major game, even just off the dome. He ain't even thinking about it, just dropping major game. But yeah, man, appreciate you jumping on here, Cordero, man. We're finna roll out of this thing, man. But I definitely holler at you, man.
For sure, man. We're gonna give him an update on get on them.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it.
All right, man. All right, good people. I'm out of here. All y'all people, make sure you like the video, subscribe. I need 15 more people. Send it to your mama, your cousin, your auntie, your cousins, all those other people. Let's get this thing going, man. Appreciate y'all. Brandon, have a good one. JB, have a good one. Ali came through, man. Y'all appreciate the OGs. Y'all have a good one, man. Until next time. Peace out.